Good morning, dear students. Welcome to this course on machine drawing. My name is Mr. Tushar Anera, and I will be taking your course on machine drawing for your third semester class. So let us start with this course with the discussion about the contents of this course. So let us see one by one what are the various contents of this particular course. This course is having 4 credits given to it, and its teaching scheme includes practical for 2 hours per week and tutorial for 2 hours per week. The examination scheme for this particular course has university assessment of 50 marks and college assessment of total 50 marks. So in total we are having 100 marks for this particular course. So there are certain course objectives which are decided by the university. Course objectives are nothing but the parameters which university feels that these should be learned by the students after completion of this course. So let us see one by one what are the course objective that university feels that you should achieve after completion of this course. The objective of this course is to make student understand the principle and requirements of machine and production drawing. This course will provide a way to learn how to assemble and dismantle important parts used in major mechanical engineering applications. Then, after going through this course, students shall be able to draw and understand the drawings of mechanical components and their assemblies. So, these are the course objectives of this particular machine drawing course decided by the university. Now there are course outcomes. These course outcomes are decided by the college. These course outcomes are nothing but the as we are into the outcome based education system, that is OBE, and your examination scheme is credit based system, that is CBS. So in that we have to declare with certain type of course outcomes. Okay, so these course outcomes are mapped with the program outcomes. Program outcomes are nothing but the outcomes which you should achieve after completion of your mechanical engineering, and in order to achieve that particular program outcome you have to achieve certain type of course outcomes. Okay, so just like you are having a larger goal, and in order to achieve that larger goal you have to set your small goals so that your larger goal will be achieved. So as the subject code of this particular subject is BEME 306, so we have followed that code to give codes to various course outcomes. So here BEME 306 P1 is the BEME 306 course practical first course outcome. So first course outcome says that we should, after completion of this course, students should be able to do what? Interpret, analyze, and construct drawings of mechanical components and their assemblies. So when you have learned this course completely, after that you should be in position to interpret, analyze, and construct the drawings of mechanical components and their assemblies. The second course outcome is to describe, identify, and interpret symbols and notations related to machine geometrical and dimensional tolerances. Then third course outcome says that explain principles and requirements, production drawing, and process planning sheets. And fourth course outcome says make qualitative selection of components for assembly and disassembly of important parts used in major mechanical engineering applications. So these are some of the course outcomes. After that we will see what is university syllabus. So in university syllabus the complete syllabus is divided into 6 parts, that is 6 units. So in unit number 1 you have to learn the drawing standards for drawing sheet, name blocks, lines, sections, dimensions, dimensioning of tolerances, standard components, standard feature, machine symbols, welding symbols, surface finish symbols, heat treatment and manufacturing instructions, allowances and materials. So in all, you have to only study about the symbols and what are the various notations that are used in this communication language of machine drawing. Then in unit 2, you have to study orthographic projection and its elements. Orthographic projection is nothing but drawing three or more views of a component by considering by taking certain considerations, and these three views will be sufficient or used to analyze the component for all of its dimension, size and shape. Then we are having in the same unit, we are having the topic of missing views. Missing views is nothing but either one or two views of a orthographic projection will be given to you, and you have to draw one of the view which is missing. In unit number 3, you have to study the qualitative selection of type size excluding design calculation for the bolts, nuts, washers, rivets, welds, keys, keyways, splines and couplings. Now all of these are what? These are the mechanical or the machine components, standard machine components. So how those machine components are drawn, what are their types, that we have to learn in the unit number 3. Then in unit number 4, we have assembly and dismantling. Assembly and dismantling is nothing but, for example, if you are having one component and that component is engaging with some other component, just take a example of two gears. If two gears are there and if two gears are meshing in each other, then these gears individually will be called as components, and the meshed assembly of, or the meshed part, or the meshed what we can say mechanism of these two gears will be called as assembly. So we have to study how to draw this assembly and dismantling drawing for various machine components in the unit number 4. In unit number 5, we have to study certain standard assemblies. Certain standard assemblies will be like assemblies of various types of walls, various types of jacks. All these we have to study in the unit number 5. In unit number 6, we have to study the contents of production drawing. Production drawing is nothing but it is the drawing which is used for producing that particular part. For example, you have designed one particular part and now you have to produce that part on the machine. So on the shop floor, that part should be produced by following certain types of instructions. Those instructions will be given on the production drawing. Okay, so we will see what are the various symbols that are used in production drawing, what is the meaning of production drawing, why we have to study this particular production drawing. All these things we can see in unit number 6. So this is all about the syllabus, university syllabus of this particular subject. Now as we will move forward, we will study more about this subject in detail. Please tune up with us for the further educational purpose videos. Thank you very much, dear students.